All right, so you're curious about membership administration. Good choice. You've sent over some stuff from RoleCatcher, and let me tell you, those guys know their stuff. We're going to unpack all of it. Get you ready to not just understand this role, but really ace it.
It's funny how often people underestimate membership administrators.
Hmm.
They're the glue that holds organizations with members together, keeping everyone connected and happy.
Right, like the ultimate host, but instead of a dinner party, it's a whole community, right? RoleCatcher calls them the behind-the-scenes conductor, and that really captures the range of skills you need. Databases, member interactions, nailing those renewals.
Yeah, and here's where it gets interesting, right? Forget those old school dusty membership files. RoleCatcher talks a lot about technology membership management software, online portals, all that. It's not just about being organized, it's about being tech savvy too.
So it's a pretty dynamic field to be in. RoleCatcher paints a picture of these kind of buzzing offices, maybe even some work from home flexibility depending on where you land. But what really stood out to me was their emphasis on that human element.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? Striking that balance. You've got all this cool tech streamlining things, but you're also the person members turn to with their questions, smoothing things over when needed. That takes some serious communication skills.
And patience, I bet. But RoleCatcher also points out the really rewarding side, like you actually get to see the impact of your work, helping to create those positive experiences for members.
And the growth potential. You could start off managing one part of a membership program and end up running the whole show. They even talk about building a portfolio to show off your achievements.
So, okay, someone's listening to this. They're intrigued. Where do they even begin? RoleCatcher seems big on volunteering, am I right?
Totally. It's hands down the best way to see if it's the right fit. Nonprofits, professional associations, they can always use an extra hand. You get a taste of the day-to-day, build up your skills.
So say you're out there volunteering, getting that experience, that's awesome. But what about actually landing the job? RoleCatcher seems pretty gung-ho about tailoring resumes, nailing those interviews.
And for good reason, right? It's a competitive world out there. But here's where RoleCatcher goes from, okay, cool, to, wait, seriously. They've got this AI tool, Copilot. It's like having a career coach in your back pocket.
All right, you got to elaborate on this Copilot thing. Sounds kind of futuristic to me.
So picture this. You're prepping for an interview, maybe sweating a little over those tough questions. Copilot analyzes your answers, compares them to what's worked for others in similar roles. It's not about feeding you canned responses, but helping you fine-tune your own authentic voice to really stand out.
Wow, that's wild, like a personalized pep talk before you even walk in the room.
Yeah.
But Copilot doesn't stop there, does it? RoleCatcher mentioned using it for resumes too, right?
You got it. Remember how we talked about tailoring your application? Copilot takes it up like 10 notches. It digs into that job description, finds those magic keywords, even suggests ways your experience aligns. It's like having a resume guru highlighting all those hidden talents you didn't even know you were showing off.
So it's not just about sounding impressive. It's about speaking the language of those applicant tracking systems, right? Those AI gatekeepers, scanning your resume before a human even lays eyes on it.
Exactly. RoleCatcher's all about using AI to your advantage, not trying to outsmart it, which honestly is refreshing. They've got a whole section on networking too, which, let's face it, is still huge even in this digital age.
Because at the end of the day, behind every algorithm, there's still a person making the final call.
100%. And RoleCatcher gets that. They're not about replacing human connection, but about maximizing what you do. They've got tools for organizing your network, tracking your interactions, even figuring out who's connected to those dream companies you're eyeing.
It's like they gamified the whole networking game, huh? Speaking of games, this career compass thing from RoleCatcher sounds pretty cool, like their version of those career aptitude tests, but way more sophisticated.
Right. This is for anyone who's maybe feeling a bit lost or thinking about a career pivot. You put in your skills, your interests, even those pie-in-the-sky dreams, and Career Compass crunches the data. It spits out potential career paths you might never have even considered.
So basically, you've got this personalized career counselor in your pocket. This is way more than just a job board. They're like your career co-pilot, guiding you through every step.
Exactly. They're playing the long game, not just finding you a job, but helping you build a fulfilling career.
See, that's what I find really cool about their approach. It's not like, good luck out there. They're giving you the tools, the resources to navigate it all with confidence. But there was one more thing that really stuck with me. They're big on the whole lifelong learning thing.
Ah, yes. It's not just get the job, you're done. It's about staying relevant, keeping your skills sharp. Because let's face it, The job market, always changing.
It's like they're saying, congrats on that first step, now let's keep climbing. What kind of resources do they even offer to support that, though?
Oh, you name it. Links to online courses, info on professional development opportunities, even industry publications to keep you in the loop. It's all there.
Like a personal learning library tailored to your career goals. Don't they also have those skill guides or something?
Exactly. Think of them like crash courses on essential skills. They break things down, give you real-world examples, even offer tips on how to showcase those skills on applications.
Yeah.
Super practical.
Okay, those sound crazy helpful. It's like a cheat sheet for surviving and thriving in the modern workplace. But here's the thing with this much information out there. How do you not get totally overwhelmed?
That's where RoleCatcher's platform design really shines. They've managed to organize it all in a way that feels doable, even kind of fun.
So it's not just about the amount of info, but the quality and how it's presented. It's not a dictionary dumped in your lap. It's a roadmap, a compass. But I feel like there's still more to uncover here, right?
Oh, always.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher has a treasure trove of stuff on specific industries, employers, even salary trends. They're constantly updating with the latest and greatest.
So it's like, hey, don't just take our word for it. Go explore, do your research, make your own informed choices. Which brings us back to where we started, right?
Always does. It's about giving you, the listener, the power to shape your own career path.
And what better way to do that than by really diving deep into this whole world of membership administration, right? Armed with all these awesome insights and tools that RoleCatcher provides. You know, we've gotten so caught up in this whole platform, we haven't even touched on your original question about the role itself.
Oh, that's right. We went down the rabbit hole of career development and almost forgot about membership administration.
That just shows how comprehensive and engaging RoleCatcher is. But no worries, we haven't forgotten about your deep dive. Let's get back to those excerpts and really unpack what a membership administrator does, what they're all about. So we've explored this RoleCatcher platform. It's pretty amazing, but let's rewind for a sec. You sent these excerpts in because at the core, you're curious about what a membership administrator actually does, right?
Exactly. It's easy to get so caught up in the whole job hunting thing that we forget about the actual job itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, membership administrator, it's all about building and nurturing a community, bringing people together around an organization's mission.
Okay, so like being the heart and soul of the organization in a way, making sure everyone feels connected and engaged. But what does that actually look like day to day? The excerpts mentioned databases. Is that a big part of it?
Big time. Those membership databases are absolutely key. You're the one who keeps all that information flowing, making sure it's all up-to-date contact info, membership renewals, the whole 9 yards. That's where those organizational skills come in handy.
Like being a detective, but instead of tracking down criminals, it's missing membership forms or making sure everyone gets that crucial event reminder, right?
Exactly. And don't forget those communication skills RoleCatcher kept highlighting.
Yeah.
You'll be using them a lot. You're the go-to person for members, answering their questions, troubleshooting any issues, basically being the voice of the organization.
So you need the patience of a saint, organizational skills of a librarian, and the communication talents of, like, a diplomat, right?
Yeah.
No pressure.
Well, there's a reason RoleCatcher emphasizes this role as having huge growth potential. You're picking up valuable skills you can use across so many industries.
Yeah, it's like a crash course in people management, project coordination, thinking strategically all in one. But they also mentioned building a portfolio, which is interesting. What does that even look like for a membership administrator?
Showcasing your achievements, plain and simple. You streamlined a process, maybe boosted member engagement with some new communication strategy. That's portfolio material. It shows you take initiative. You're all about results.
Like, look, I wasn't just pushing paper, I made a difference. That's huge in today's job market.
Totally. And it circles back to RoleCatcher's whole thing, giving you the tools, the knowledge, not just to land a job, but to kill it in your career. They're saying, hey, we got your back, from figuring out what you want to do to acing that interview and beyond.
It's like having a career cheerleader in your corner 24/7, reminding you how awesome you are, pushing you towards those goals. And that's what makes this whole deep dive so cool. It's not just about, oh, here's membership administration. It's bigger than that. It's about owning your career, that whole lifelong learning thing.
100%. Embracing the journey, being open to new possibilities, always leveling up. That's what it's all about. And hey, who knows? Maybe this deep dive sparked something new for you. Maybe even ignited a passion you didn't realize you had.
Maybe it did. But even if you're not running out to apply for membership administrator jobs right this second, you've gotten a taste of what it takes to navigate this crazy job market we're in.
For sure. Transferable skills, Using technology to your advantage, never stop learning. Those are takeaways you can use no matter what path you choose.
So true. Whether you're just starting out, thinking about a career 180, or just curious about the working world, remember knowledge is power, stay curious, and a little help from platforms like RoleCatcher never hurts.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive. It's been a journey. Remember, your career path, it's yours to create. Embrace those challenges, celebrate the wins, and never stop exploring. Until next time, everyone.